Hey guys, welcome to another Hortitech walkthrough. In this video, we are going to show you a 20 foot by 45 foot semi-gable that we just built. This greenhouse is perfect for any type of high desert climate, any region where you actually get fair weather, anything below 30 degrees or so. This greenhouse is going to be exactly what you want. You could grow through the winter in this. Obviously, propane is going to be a factor, but let's go and check it out. We'll show you what we outfitted this thing with. So, as far as insulation is concerned, we went with twin wall on the ends for this structure. So this is a 20-year material. It's 8mm twin wall polycarbonate. So this is our clear. You can also get this in a fog if you don't want to be able to see through it. And then for the main plastic covering on this structure, we did the double 6mm. Now, double 6mm is going to give you the same insulation R factor as the end walls, but it's obviously about a quarter of the cost. So this is a great solution if you want to get good R value and kind of save it a little bit on a budget. Because if you go with twin wall on the full entire structure, I mean, you're talking 4 times the cost. But this is a good 4-year material, so we'll do double poly on this. It needs to be replaced every 4 years, but you don't need to touch these ends every 20 years, so you're good to go. Doors done like that as well. We did one of our Hortitech sliding doors, so real simple door, nice and clean. You can upgrade these with brush seals so that's even more climate controlled, more sealed. When you come on inside here, structure is pretty simple, 5-foot spacing. We've got a 6-foot sidewall, so you can get plenty of head height for growth. We did our standard truss reinforcement on this building, so it's good for snow load. You don't ever have to worry about it in the winter if you're in an area that gets a foot or two of snow. We've got HAF fans, which are just our circulatory fans, also known as horizontal airflow fans. Those are going to keep the building nice and dry. It's going to keep water and droplets from forming on the greenhouse, and also just keep an even climate inside the structure. Now, as far as climate's concerned, this structure is sealed with the exception of our 1 intake shutter in the peak. Now, this bad boy right here, this is an automatic intake shutter, also known as a power intake shutter. Now, this cord is going to end up being connected in the same voltage line with our exhaust fan on our thermostat. So when the thermostat closes, it's going to send power up to this shutter, and it's going to pull that chain, pull that shutter open, and it's going to draw cool air through the building, all the way through the roof line, out this big exhaust fan we have over here. So we've got a big 36-inch wall master right here. Now, generally, you could do this ventilation system more than one way. This is more than enough for the cubic foot of this building. So what's nice about having both of these up top is that you're never going to have cold air blowing on your plants. So the reason that we did it this way in this structure is because if you wanted to grow through the winter or anytime when it's really cold and your greenhouse is getting really hot still from the sun, you're not going to have that cold air drawing through the canopy of your plants while you're trying to cool your structure down. So when this thing builds up heat, all that hot air is rising up top, trapping, and it's moving right out the top. So this is an awesome setup. We really like this. It's really simple to install, and it's relatively budget friendly compared to having 3 exhaust fans, 3 intake shutters, and then you're paying an electrician to wire 6 things instead of 2. So it saves you a bunch. It's a really good solution. We've got them in stock. You can check them on our website. I believe this exhaust fan runs for just under $700. That shutter, I believe, is around $300 to $400. So it's a pretty affordable way to ventilate close to 1,000 square foot structure. Moving over here, we can show you how we do our inflation. Real simple setup. This is a round inflation fan. So this does about 65 CFM. It's good for any greenhouse. Around 1,200 square foot to 2,000 square foot is pretty much the range, I would say. Once you get past 2,000 square foot, we're going to upgrade you to our square kit. That kit does almost double the CFM, but you don't want to overdo it on these smaller frames because it'll actually overexpand the plastic and actually cause issues. It can rip from the channel. So this is the perfect size for a building like this. It'll inflate the whole deal. It's got a damper on the side here, so after it completely inflates, we can close it down and kind of monitor how much air is actually pumping in between. So yeah, that's the scoop on that. Back over here, I can show you the heater that we selected for this structure. It's not hung yet because the plumbers haven't gotten out. So we sell all Modine heaters. This guy is a PTP 250, which is way more than adequate for this building. Really, with this size building, depending on if you're just going through the summer or your seasonal extension, you're really going to want to have anything with a minimum of 150,000 BTUs, and you can go all the way up to 200,000. So if you're interested in checking out this kit or you want to know more about pricing, this kit installed was around 22,000. You could buy this kit from us with everything you see here for around 11 to 12,000. Installation for something like this usually runs around $10,000. If you're interested in getting something like this, putting it in your backyard, being self-sufficient at your home, growing food for the family, maybe even producing a little extra still at the market, give us a call or check us out on hortitechdirect.com. Thanks for watching, guys.